Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is Brother Samak. Before I do anything, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that is scattered abroad. And with that, this is Brother Samak coming at you with another lesson, Lord will. This is edifying. And honestly, I'm just sitting in my car, man, and going through the spirit, man, and just talking, man, and just so happened to be the topic of, as far as just, uh, I guess the whole thing about, cause I seen somebody, I be seeing people, they be saying, I think, and also I seen that it was a clip too, cause guys say this stuff like that. Oh, nigga goes back to Niger or something like that. That means king or anything. All these different names and everything like that. And yeah, Charleston White was saying that yeah, some off stuff anyway, talking about he's okay with the white man calling him a nigga, you know. And honestly, I don't want to be called that. I don't want to be called nigga. I don't want to be called. I don't even want to be called king. Okay, I don't want to be called a god. I don't want to be called anything when it comes to that. Because honestly, in this state, in this moment of mine, I'll say of us. This part we didn't do anything yet. To be crowned worthy or anything. We don't know that we're the elect. We don't know anything. So what's the point of putting on a title, any type of title again? And I don't associate especially a nigga. I do not associate myself with a nigga being a nigga, and that's disrespectful. Because again, even the brothers know when it comes down to it, when at the camp, like, ain't nobody a nigga here. Now when we say about niggas in the world, they're literally niggas. That's what it is. There's definitely a definition and what's the word for it? Image in just like the name Jesus. Jesus is not his name. Yeah, okay, they may say it's a Greek translation or whatever it is, but all in all, that name has a face to it. Okay, just like the name, the nigga has a face to it. It's a guy with tattoos, sags his pants. A nigga. And that's not who I am. And again, going back to king, because they say, oh yeah, we're kings, kings and queens and everything like that. And it's like, and then our people are glorifying that, but it's like, are you even showing you, like, it's all these different things going on inside my head. But the scripture that made me what's the word that goes with this is as far as like, we have nothing to glory of, right? That's what came to my mind. Oh, Salakia, hold up. Because yeah, we're Israelite, but it doesn't mean anything as far as being an Israelite. Because even Paul was talking about that, which I'm actually, I believe that's what he said. Wait, let me see. Nothing. Yep. What should I say? Yeah, I'll start at verse 15. So it says, but I have used none of these things, neither have I written these things, that that it should be so done unto me, for it were better for me to die than that any man should make my glorying void. Now let me keep going. This verse 16, it says, "For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid up is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel." And again, so here it is, nothing to glory of. We have nothing to be happy and oh man, and he gets into it too. I think it was boasting. I think the same one. If you boast in the Lord, because boast that you know the Lord, that the Lord is with you. You know what I'm saying? Or not yeah, that oh man, it's so much, man. It's beautiful. Paul was beautiful, man. But what was it? Yeah, he says, I have nothing to glory of, because it's like, here it is. Yeah, you got this knowledge, and that's great. And it's all comes through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man. It's beautiful. And the scriptures also talk about, let me slow it down real quick, because I'm getting too excited here. That's what happens with me. But, yeah, so here it is. You have this knowledge. And again, the scriptures talk about how we have the mind of Yahushai, man. And not the spirit of this world, So that is a really good thing, man. But at the same time, right, all right, that's what I was gonna get at. As far as, this is not of us, this knowledge that we have is not of us. So if you have somebody trying to praise you, trying to be like, oh yeah, you a king, or wow, you know so much and everything like that, and you on that type of time is like, yeah, I know this, I know better than you, and that's pride. That's going into pride, man. All in all, we literally have nothing to glory of, because we didn't win anything. Why are we? And that's another thing. This is compared to as a race. Why are you celebrating when you're not even at the finish line? Scriptures talk about he that endureth until the end, the same shall be saved. So it's like, why should I be celebrating? And you see Jake, man, celebrating, even within the circumcision, man, like, and that's the thing, yeah. Let me get that. Salakia. Yeah. Let's go here. Yep. It says, verse 10, this is Titus chapter 1, verse 10. For there are many unruly and vain talkers and deceivers, especially they of the circumcision, whose mouths must be stopped, who subvert whole houses, teaching things they ought not, for filthy lucre's sake. Yeah, that's pretty much the point. But as far as this, man, even in the circumcision, even the again within the Israelites that know that they're Israelites, you you got these camps and everything like that that bring forth like a some sort of like pride, man. And that's not good. They think that, oh yeah, I'm better than you, or and have that sort of spirit. It's like, that's a bad spirit to be in, man. Oh yeah, because I'm a king. It's like, king of what? You're bragging and boasting, what I'm saying, and celebrating and everything like that when you didn't even make it to the finish line, man. We're all here doing the same job. Like, so it's like you really have to, like, and again, say like this, you start to party and everything like that, and then what, again, and you didn't make it to the end, and sure enough, when you're close, then the Lord just strips that away from you, and then what? It's like, that's why you gotta hey, well, let me get back to that. Dang, I don't remember what it was, but let me go back to it. So we gotta go through this of fear, man. Fearing the Lord, man. So it says, I'm going to read it again, 1 Corinthians 9 and 16. For though I preach the gospel, I have nothing to glory of, for necessity is laid upon me. Yea, woe is unto me if I preach not the gospel. Woe going into what? Death and destruction unto me, man. Scriptures talk about knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? We're doing this out of fear, okay? Fear and respect. So it's like, we're not doing this to gain anything, man. We're not doing this to, all in all, it's like, I'll say this, the only gain we're trying to get is really to get out of here, man. To be with the Lord, But all in all, we're not doing this for any type of clout. We're not doing this for any type of bag, any type of money, Nah, man. That's why it's a beautiful thing to be a part of GMS, man. Hey, the Wada Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, that he led me to GMS, man, because it's like, you really feel it, man. You really feel like, yo, these guys are sincere, man. Like, they're not here to steer you the wrong way. They're not here to what's the word for it? To gyp you, man. Where's your money, everything like that, man. But it says verse 17, it says, for if I do this willingly, I have a reward. But if against my will and dispensation of the gospel is committed unto me. But here it is again, that goes into, hey, what I think of, what I like to say is, like, you gotta want to be in this thing, like the elder apostles and elders on down, man. Great millstone on down. You gotta want to be in this. If you don't love being in this or want to be in this, it's like, why are you even in this? Like, it's like, what the heck? Again, and what I was gonna say was, it's like I'd rather a woman that loves to cook rather than a woman that hates cooking, because the woman that loves cooking, she's gonna put her heart, soul, everything into this meal that she's gonna prepare for me. Okay, so the one that, and that's another thing as far as doing chores. If I say, hey, and yeah, like the war brung this out before, as far as like having a child, right? A kid, first starting out, man, the fire that's in him, man. Hey, it's the same thing when we first got into this truth, man. You want to have the same fire that you had when you first started, man. Again, the scriptures talk about how compares us to what? Newborn babes, man. So again, when you think of a kid, he's so fired up. He's like, hey, yo, give me a cup of water. He don't walk. He doesn't walk. Nah. He goes and doesn't question, doesn't do anything. He goes and gives you that cup of water and runs back. Runs there, runs back, man. So excited. Because he wants to do that. He wants to do that. He loves to do that. And that's how we gotta be, man. If you don't, and hey, I speak for myself first and foremost, man. You know, if you don't want to want to do this, it's like, why are you here? You know, if you're on that, and that's another thing. I believe that's even in the scriptures, man. Um, Something about murmuring and all that stuff like that, man. It's just like, what's going on, man? But it says, what is my reward then? Verily, verily, that. Yeah, verily that. When I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of a Mashiach without charge. Without charge. That I abuse not my power, right, in the gospel. Because the scriptures even talk about that, man. How, well, what I'm thinking about as far as, what's it called? As far as like, yeah, this guy's wilding. What is he doing? As far as, see, this guy made me lose my train of thought. If you love me, keep my commandments, man. You know? If you, and we do this because why? We love the Lord, man. You know? So love is an action. Let me see. And let me read that again. It says, what is my reward then? Verily that. When I preach the gospel, I may make the gospel of a Mashiach without charge, that I abuse not my power in the gospel. Right. You know? It says, for though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. Right, and that's another thing as far as being a servant. And that goes, hey man, oh my gosh, this goes full circle, honestly, of technically, I want to make the lesson as far as like, you know, don't put yourself above. I don't even know what I want to call this, but as far as, you know, you're calling yourself a king or making yourself of high stature and everything like that, you know, you got to be a follower of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. Yahushai, hey, especially, hey, look, man, following after Yahushai, man, when he walked this earth, did he, put himself onto high stature? No. It said he made himself of a form of a servant, man. You know? And that's how we gotta be, in the form of a what? A servant. We're not kings. You know? We're not kings and priests. Okay? So it says, for though I be free from all men, yet have I made myself servant unto all, that I might gain the more. So here it is. You're doing this work. You are a servant unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. So you're doing it, going into what? Your reasonable service, man. A service. You know, you're a servant and you're doing a service. You know? It's the same, you know, same thing, man. So you gotta, hey, oh man, I'm gonna stop this and I'm gonna go back to that, but just want to get this real quick. Romans chapter 10 and verse 12. I'm gonna tell you that 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service. See that? This is the way that we can obtain salvation, is what? Giving our bodies a living sacrifice like the Lord did, man. You know? So, and I could keep going, but that's pretty much the point. No, I'll keep going. It says, and be not conformed to this world, right? You know, prideful, you know, everything like that, being a what? A nigger, you know? Basically all these different things. You could there's so many wicked things you could that goes on in this world, you know? It's crazy. But it says, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High. Okay? So, yeah, man. Renewing of your mind. Forgetting what you learned in the world. And what? In other words, letting go of the old man and putting on the new man. As the scriptures say. So yeah, going back as a servant. Again, Yahweh Shai made himself a form of a servant, man. This is our reasonable service, man. We are a servant. So if somebody comes up to you and everything like that, and then tries to big you up, you reject that and you say, hey, just like Yahweh Shai did when people tried to say that he was perfect, which he was, but he what? Said nobody's perfect but the Father, which is in heaven. So it's like he did that, and he was made to be an example, a perfect example of what we're supposed to be. He set the standard. He was the one that, Yahweh Shai was the one that truly set the standard, and that's who we have to follow, So, let me see. Yeah, that's pretty much the point, But yeah, man, it's just as far as that whole thing about it, and again, it's multiple things really, as far as, being called a nigger, and then on the other hand, being called a king. I don't want to be called any of that, and you shouldn't either, I don't care if it's my people. I don't care if it's my people. I don't care if it's the or the other heathenistic. I mean the heathens that say it's the same thing, man. I'm not a nigga, nor am I a king. So it's just like I don't want to be put on a pedestal, and that's a beautiful thing because we're being led by true examples as well on this earth, as far as the elders apostles of Great Millstone on down, man. And I can get, yeah, man. What was that? Acts. I remember it was in the book of Acts, but I don't remember where. I think it was in the 5th chapter. Yep. This is it. This is the account. Chapter 5. Acts chapter 5. Yep. Hold up. No, I think it was this. I think it was, because Salakia. Give me a second. I found it. This is Acts chapter 3 and verse 11. So it says, wait, Salakia. Yeah, straight to the point. This is Acts 3 and 11, it says, and as the lame man which was healed held Peter and John, and all the people ran together unto them in the porch that is called Solomon's, greatly wondering. It says, and when Peter saw it, he answered unto them, unto the people, ye men of Israel, why ye marvel at this? Or why look ye so earnestly on us, as though by our own power or holiness we had made this man to walk? Okay? So right then and there, man, Peter was like what the heck? Why are you guys so uh, worshiping us and so excited about us when it didn't even come from us? It came from the Lord, and that's the type of time that Peter was on, man. You know, he grown so much in the spirit, man. It's beautiful because, you know, again, that's how we gotta be, man. You know, because we have to really think like that because it's like it really doesn't come from us, man. It really comes through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai at the end of the day. So if you was to heal somebody, or if you was to help somebody out, you know, you gotta tell them that no, you gotta praise the Lord, man. Praise the Lord that I was able to that first and foremost that you found me or found that person and that person was able to what? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that person was able to heal you. You know? It was a beautiful thing, you know? Giving bigs up to what? Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So that was one account, and then another account was Cornelius. What's that? Romans. No, wait a minute. I'm just gonna type in Cornelius, because it was just one little account. There it is. Acts 10. Come on. Just straight to the point. Yep. And this account, yeah, Christians get it all mixed up, man. Because they say, you know, kill and eat, and they automatically think that it's talking about eating abominable foods when it's not even talking about that. It's actually talking about inviting in the Gentiles, you know, because they were, it was just crazy. But, yeah, this is, 20, verse 24, says Peter at Caesarea. So it says, and the morrow after they entered into Caesarea, and Cornelius waited for them, and had called together his kinsmen and near friends. As Peter was coming in, Cornelius met him and fell down at his feet and worshipped him. But Peter took him up, saying, stand up. He said, stand up. I myself also am a man. Okay? And as he talked with him, he went and found many that were come together. So, long story short, Peter was like, "Yo, don't worship me, man. I'm a man just like you, man. You know, don't be on that type of time as far as calling yourself a king and putting yourself above a certain person, man, just because you just know some certain things. It's like, nah, man. I'm just a servant, man. You know, that's it. That's what we are. Straight servants, man. So yeah, it's just really quick thought as far as that, man. It's just putting yourself on a pedestal and it's like, nah, man. You don't want to do that. You don't want to put yourself on a pedestal. You know? Because you're doing it for the wrong reasons. And that comes with a certain spirit, man. You know? People worshiping you, and then now all of a sudden, and that's another thing, because you got to watch out, because now it's like, look at Nate, man, of the IUIC. You know? He's leading these guys and portraying himself as if he's like the perfect guy, you know, like he does not mess up, but we all mess up, you know. Now, if he does mess up, he's gonna mess up in a big way to where, yeah, man, it's not good because you're so high to where now you can't mess up, you know. You don't want to put yourself on that high pedestal because, and I can say this for me first and foremost, man. You don't want to put yourself so high, man. You know, and because again, we are not perfect. We are not perfect. We are not any sort of of course we strive for perfection. You strive to be perfect, you know. But again, we have to realize that we're going to mess up, and being that we're going to mess up, and that this is a race, and this is a not a race, but like, you know, it's compared to as a race. Yeah, it is. So we're all doing the same job, you know. We're all trying to just get out of here, man. Just make it to the end. No matter how we do it, we just got to do it, you know. So yeah, man. It's not good to be putting yourself on a pedestal, because now you got to back up everything. It's like you can't breathe. You know, you're trying to do a specific job. The Lord puts you to do a specific job. You do it. There's no I'm this and I'm that. Nah, man. He looks at every brother individually. You know, as far as the talents go. You know, that goes into the talents. But all in all, we're still doing the same work, man. It's a body, you know. Just like, you know, brothers always say, as far as like the hands work together with the arms, and then the legs work together. They all work together. Nobody's more important than anybody, you know. So with that, I pray that you've been edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who do rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect that are scattered abroad. And with that I say, Shalom.